Students, today I would like to explain superposition theorem. This is also a very important and very basic theorem in the electrical engineering. Superposition theorem. The statement of superposition theorem. In linear bilateral network containing several sources, the current or voltage across any branch in the network equals to the algebraic sum of currents or voltages of each individual source considered separately with all the other sources are made inoperative, that is replaced by resistance equal to their internal resistance. So in this statement, first important thing is linear and bilateral network. What is mean by linear? If the voltage and the current characteristics are linear, then it is called linear. The circuit consisting of linear elements that such as resistance, inductance, capacitance, then such type of circuits are called linear circuit. Bilateral, the properties of the element is does not change with the direction of current, then it is called bilateral network. And containing several sources, that is more than two, then it is called multi sources. Here algebraic sum of currents or voltage, and this ones here, it may be noted here that while removing a voltage source, it should be replaced by their internal resistance. If the sources is having their internal resistance, make sure that we have to replace all the current or voltage sources by their internal resistance, and all the current sources are replaced with the open circuit, that is voltage sources with internal resistance, current sources with open circuit. Here we will see different steps in the superposition theorem. I am considering a simple circuit which is consisting of two sources. So first step, operating E1 and inoperative of this one, or activating of E1 and deactivating of E2. Then the circuit becomes like this. The circuit become like this. See here, we are replaced with this sources with short circuit. So in this one, here we are finding the current passing through the this middle resistance, that is R. So here assume I1 dash. I1 dash is equal to total supply voltage by, if you observe this one, these two are in series, parallel, and this combination is in series with the R1. That's why R2 by R plus R2 plus R1. This is in series. So I1 dash, I dash, that is a total current passing through the element R when second source is deactivated. So here total current is I1 dash, this one is total I1 dash into opposite resistance R2 by total resistance of this loop. So I dash is this one. Next step, deactivating the first source and activating of second source. Same procedure, but the current is in reverse direction. So here I am considering this one as I2 double dash. I2 double dash is equal to total voltage is E2, and here these two combination is parallel with this combination is series here. R1 R by R plus R1 plus R2. So here we are finding total current passing through the R when E2 is conducting. So total current is I2 double dash into opposite resistance, that is R1 by R plus R1. So this is the total current passing through the R when E2 is activated. So you have to consider total current, that is total current is equal to I1 dash, this one, I dash plus I double dash, this one. So that is summation of both the currents. So this is the simple steps constrained in the superposition theorem. Select one source and replace all the sources by their internal impedance. Determine the levels and direction of current flow through desired branch as a result of single source acting alone. Repeat 1-2 steps using each source and algebraic sum of the components current to obtain actual branch currents. This is the procedure of superposition theorem. Here we will consider a simple problem similar to as previous steps. So here first step is deactivating this source. So here we are finding the, according to the problem, compute the current in the 10 ohm resistor. So here we are finding the current. So deactivated this source. So once deactivated, then the circuit becomes like this. So deactivating this one, activating this one. So first we have to consider total I1, that is I1 100 by these two are parallel. This combination is in series with this one. So total current is this one, but we have to calculate current passing through the 10 ohm. So that's why total current into opposite resistance 5 by total resistance of this loop. So it is 4 amps. So second step is very simple. Deactivating the first source, activating the second source. So I2 is equal to total voltage 50 by these two are parallel. This combination is parallel and this one is series with this 5 ohm resistance. So this is I2. But we have to calculate this current passing through the 10 ohm. So total current is this one. Opposite resistance is 5. Total resistance is 15. So 2 amps. So according to the theorem statement, summation of both the current is equal to 6 amps. So this is the simple problem. Next, we will take one more example with consisting of two sources, voltage source and current source. So first step, deactivating the current source, activating the voltage source. So deactivating means, according to the theorem statement, current sources must be replaced with the open circuit. So here total voltage is this one, here 300 by 10 plus, see all this 60. First we have to consider this 10, 50, 10, 50 in series, and this combination is parallel with this one, and total combination is here 60 is parallel with 10 plus 50, 10 plus 50 and in series with the 10 ohm. So that's why I1 is this one. Second step, we have to find 50 ohm. So where is the 50? Here it is 50. So total current by into opposite resistance by total resistance in the loop. So this is the I dash. Similarly, we have to calculate I double dash, that is deactivating the voltage source and activating the current source. So from here we can calculate very easily. So here according to the current divide rule 50, so 50 means opposite resistance is, here total current is here by the circuit, total current is 30 into opposite resistance. Opposite resistance means here these two are in series, that's why opposite resistance is this one 10 plus 60 by 7 by total resistance in the loop. So this value is how much? It is 8.17. So summation of these two currents will give the total current. So this is also very simple problem. We will observe next problem also. This is very simple again. Two sources. So deactivating this source, then the circuit become like this. So I1 is equal to 100 by these two are in series, parallel and series. So this is the current, and here also activating this one deactivating this one.